Welcome to the very first episode of Salty Trivia with Candy Barre, where Hold on, what happened to the teleprompter? It's gone totally blank. Miles!
Stand by, please.
Welcome to the very first episode of Salty Trivia with Candy Barre, where the questions are ridiculous but the answers are serious. I'm your host, Candy Barre, and I'll be meeting out the questions and sass for today. Now lift your trays to the upright position and prepare for takeoff. Or don't, I'm not your flight attendant. My fortune cookie this morning said, it's better to be unhappy alone than unhappy with someone. So if you feel unhappy here, tough luck, you're stuck with me for this whole game. Is it getting tropical in here, or is it just... Yeah, you know the drill, blah blah blah. The first category is... Hand in Handyman. A handyman finds a fossil in his backyard. Upon consulting an archaeologist, he finds out that it's also a handyman. What species of hominid did he dig up? A handy Homo habilis, a handy Homo erectus, a handy Homo neanderthalensis, or a handy Homo floresiensis? This is the part where I correct you. Homo habilis is the first species of hominid known to have used stone tools, hence earning the nickname the handyman. If I had $1 for every time I was called a tool, I'd be broke because I'm absolutely amazing. Riddle me this. Beware the Ides of... Screw it, beware the whole year. Suppose you're an ancient Roman citizen from Julius Caesar's time who traveled in time to the year 2020 Common Era, only to be trapped indoors because of the pandemic. How would you complain? I hate the year AUC 2173. I never should have traveled to AUC 2473. There aren't even any gladiators in AUC 2773. Or, AUC 3003 is so boring. Let's see who got it. Just for that answer, you're sentenced to damnation to the beasts. Here's the big reveal. The years were numbered since 753 BCE, the supposed founding of Rome. So add 753 to 2020 and you get AUC 2773. And by the way, there indeed are gladiator shows in AUC 2773. It's called college football, and the only catch is that the impoverished fighters only die of brain damage decades down the line. Can you handle this? Gazing into the Skyrim, and as a grandiose sorta kinda. I'm gonna give you 7 titles. For each of them, I need you to tell me if it's the title of a famous photograph taken from space, or the title of a book you can obtain in the Skyrim series. If it's a space photo, press left. If it's Skyrim book, press right. Oh, and you won't have enough time to use a lifesaver here. Let's go. Hanging Gardens. Darkest Darkness. The Blue Marble. Mystic Mountain. Pillars of Creation. Breathing Water. Magic from the Sky. Seems like you spaced out there. The best thing about Skyrim is that you can turn it into literally anything with enough mods. In fact, this game is actually an extremely modified version of Skyrim. Enjoy! Let's move on to trivia? Salty. Viral marketing does work, doesn't it? I still have that slogan stuck in my head ever since YouTube comments made it into a meme. Well, finish the middle of this meme. Posture, bad. Blank, blank. Diagnosis, lumbago. Back aching. Ankles swelling. Wrists inflamed. Or neck crooked. Let's find out. Seems like anatomical trivia is your Achilles heel. The shocking truth is, Lumbago is pain in the lumbar region or lower back. Ah yeah, crippling pain is so relatable and memeable, especially the existential kind. Here's your next category. Your host, Virago. Yep, this is another Trivago question. How can I lose my virginity? Be less vivacious, be less expensive, be less petulant, or be less witty? Let's see who got it. Dude, imagine how boring this game would be then. Really? Nobody picked this? A virago is a loud, bad-tempered woman who is easily angered by the slightest provocation, and virginity is the quality of being a virago. So the best fit out of these four would be petulant, which is similar to irritable or snappy. If you knew the people I know, you'd be a virago too. I'm the shrew that nobody can tame, bitches! Say hello to my very own question type.
And now it's time for Candy Trivia with Salty Barre. And yes, the original has no voice at all, so I'm using text to speech.
So, to justify me hosting this show, the writers had to come up with a special question type related to me. And they came up with the idea of reading Laffy Taffy jokes. Yeah, I'm not happy about having to relive my brief high school stint of proofreading those either. Here we go. What kind of bear has no teeth? A gummy bear. Wow, okay, so... Suppose your gummy bear is swollen or bleeding. Which of these diagnoses makes the least sense? Diabetes, eczema, scurvy, or pregnancy? And the big reveal? Eczema is a skin disease and does not cause inflamed or bleeding gums. And depending on your degree of prior exposure, that I'm a Gummy Bear song may also cause bleeding ears. We'll be right back after these messages. Not from my sponsors, but these thirsty guys trying to slide into my DMs. I gotta go block those real quick. See ya! Welcome back to Salty Trivia, remember me? I remember the first time we met like it was only yesterday. Let's carry on to round 2. From now, questions are worth twice as much. Let's dip our toes into this one. Those lifesavers aren't gonna be here forever, use them! Someone's in a hurry today. Brace yourself for... Are the boomers okay? If you want to give a sarcastic, dismissive remark to someone saying, "Back in my day, QWERTY was brand new and only existed on typewriters, not these fancy schmancy touchscreen devices," what would be the most accurate? OK missionaryer, OK loster, OK GIer, or OK silenter? Drumroll please. Okay, now stop. There's gotta be a way to seamlessly segue into a G.I. Joe mama joke. Too late. You had the right to remain silent. Since lifesavers were deployed just now, we have a couple of late answers here. The missionary generation was born after the Civil War, between 1860 and 1882. The QWERTY keyboard first entered the market in 1874, with the release of the Remington No. 1 typewriter. That means QWERTY's 150th birthday is in 2024. And still, next to no other video game has managed to figure out a better way to type stuff on a controller. Innovation at its finest. Say hello to top 3 things to do to the designated driver. I'm gonna give you a silly Someone's in a hurry today. With what saying does this rhyme? Fruity fizz, spin the guy, shove the key holder. Aesthetic tastes are subjective. Aesthetic tastes depend on whoever's seeing it. Attractiveness is stored in the viewer's eyeballs. Wow, that was an ugly little failure. But some people might like it, since Fruity Fist's been the guy of the key holder and all. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, who is now floating towards you and attacking you. Roll for initiative. Riddle me this. Do not like me. Daisy says that the keys to imitating a Valley Girl accent are the rising intonation, the vocal fry at the end of the sentence, and the word like it feels like frickin' or bloody or whatever, depending on where you're from. So, what should they stand to say uses like as a preposition? Take it away, Daisy.
My roommate was fuming, like a kettle or something. And then he said, I don't like how you're looking at me. So I was like, what are you even talking?
Let's see if you passed. A preposition is something that relates a noun to another word, like a kettle to the way my roommate was fuming. Here's another example of this way of using the word like. Daisy, why do you always talk like a Valley Girl?
I don't talk like a Valley Girl!
What does Valley Girl mean?
You wouldn't get it.
Prepare your mind for... The world is a stage and the play is badly managed. So the four horsemen of the apocalypse appear in the 1990 novel Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, but they ride motorbikes now, and one of them retired a long time ago. Which of these current events could most likely push the retired horsemen back into duty? Widespread food shortages in China, Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the death of Queen Elizabeth II, or the COVID-19 outbreak? Can you handle the truth? No, not even the horsemen of the apocalypse want to have anything to do with the English royal family. Let's call it a learning moment. In the book, Pestilence retired after penicillin was invented, and passed the torch onto a new horseman named Pollution. Man, that Pollution fella must be having a real great career with all the climate crisis going on. I fear for my future. I love this one. The last thing you'd want in your trivia game trivia. We all know that Burger King foot lettuce scandal, right? That time in 2012 when a 4chaner uploaded a picture of himself standing on 2 bins of lettuce. 4chan found out it was in Mayfield Heights, Ohio, and then some shitty YouTube channel made a shitty top 15 video with a weird voiceover. Keep that image in mind as I ask you this. Since they're not in the feed, which of these bones on that guy's body would have been the farthest from the tub of Burger King foot lettuce? His tali, his patellas, his calcanei, or his phalanges? To set the record straight, ouch, it's gonna take some time for you to heal from that. Let's call it a learning moment. The cuboid, the calcaneus, and the phalanges are all bones in a foot. The patella is the kneecap. And also, patellas are what I'm gonna break if I keep seeing Burger King foot lettuce memes. Entering the scene, I've been a keen teen for Ween. Wow, these rhymes packed like sardines are on fire like kerosene. Well, ready to make some green? If you were weaning with the members of the band Ween, which of the following would you have been? Changing car oil with Dean and Jean, making clarified butter with Dean and Jean, abstaining from breast milk with Dean and Jean, or jacking off Dean and Jean? This is the fun part. Weaning is where a baby is trained to stop drinking breast milk and start eating more solid foods, like paste made of crushed soybean. That's one way to get used to guava juice. After that, you should get the Sega Genesis out so you, Dean, and Jean can play Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I can't stop rhyming, hopefully it'll get better before Halloween. Oh, in the name of the Queen! Oh well, off to question 13. Welcome to Like It or Leave It. For each of the 5 sections, well, that's a time saver. The topic is bomb these blondie zombies with a big bang. And the options are blonde hair, a hit K-pop track, and a zombie movie. Get ready to make some connections. Could be platinum. Platinum records are a thing in South Korea too. Most are made in Europe. South America has the most Catholics. Opened on the iTunes app. Audiobooks are on iBooks, related to Cockneys vs. Zombies. Wow, it got 76 on Rotten Tomatoes? Something Arnold Schwarzenegger has. Arnold C is a language made entirely of his one-liners. Alright, that was entertaining. Let's see how that affected your final standings. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for participating in this very first episode of Salty Trivia with Candy Barre. Now get out.
I'm Granadafan, and I have been just proven that no matter what, I still fail at games like these. Okay, bye! And look, let's see my high score saved. The game broke. Okay, fine, bye!